Ooh, okay. Hey, this is Michael with Digital T-Shirt Shop. So this is gonna be a non-T-shirt post. Uh, so I got to go uh, in the church that I go to, the Mormon Church, Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. The young women get to go on a camp out every year, and that's a girls' camp. My daughter was able to go to that this year. She went last year. She's able to go again this year. So she's 13, and it's usually the girls and some leaders that that kind of organize all of it, and sometimes they do it with just the ward, which is like the congregation, or the stake, which is an area of congregations, maybe a dozen congregations. Um, and so my daughter was able to go this year again, and they typically will have some men come up overnight, and the men will just be there, in case there's a problem, protection, whatever. Okay. Um, but they asked me to go this year, which was kind of cool. So it's something I've never done before. And I went up there. First of all, I got up there. I knew where it was at. It was up American Fork Canyon. But I got to the campground and I didn't know what part of the campground they were in, so I was like hoofing it all over the mountain there, trying to find the campground where they were actually at. Um, and finally found them and everything. But it was a great experience. I was incredibly impressed with what the leaders did to make an impression upon these young women. Really a lot of the reason why me personally I wanted my daughter to go to it is, one, to have an opportunity to make friends and build some stronger relationships with some of the girls in our neighborhood. Another was to hopefully have, kind of a spiritual experience where, her faith grows and her testimony grows, and maybe she'll come to know, her Father in heaven uh, a little bit better through some sort of experience that could happen in that setting. Um, but I was incredibly impressed. Now I was a Boy Scout growing up, and I'm an Eagle Scout and everything. And I tell you, you go to Boy Scout camp, and notorious for there being and especially with me, there a lot of screwing off, and a lot of irreverence, and even though you're supposed to be reverent as a Boy Scout, but it's you get a bunch of boys together, and sometimes that's a little bit difficult. Um, and kind of all that sort of stuff. Swinging on rope swings and damming up the river and locking people in the outhouse and all the different types of things and throwing rocks at it. All the different types of things that you're not supposed to do as a scout, but you do when you're not supervised very well and you're really young. But I don't remember having these, real spiritual experiences and things like that as a Boy Scout, and so I was really grateful for her to be able to go and be in this setting where they've kind of tried to create this ambiance and opportunity for them to grow spiritually and have these spiritual experiences, and it's I got to sit through part of this that they put together that evening, and was incredibly impressed. And I think it would be a wonderful experience for any young woman. And you think about all of the confusion and the trouble in the world today, and I think that there are still people out there that are concerned about these things and trying to make a difference in these young women's lives is wonderful, absolutely wonderful. They are great young women with full lives ahead of them, full opportunities and ability to change the world. And I think that the girls that were part of this and are part of this really get a hand up, I think. Really get a hand up in their personal development. So, I just wanted to talk about that briefly. And, so thanks.